That's how people in the 70s expressed their individuality? 9 hairstyles that became iconic in those years. An entire generation dreamed of wearing them. Ready to take a trip down memory lane? Watch until the end, and you'll see 9 hairstyles that embodied the spirit of the time and were considered the height of fashion. Afro. Remember the 1970s when the afro wasn't just a fashion trend but a true symbol of freedom and pride? For many, the afro became an expression of identity, especially in the context of the civil rights movement that swept through America in the 60s and 70s. Huge, voluminous curls were breathtaking and attention-grabbing, a bold statement. We are here and we are proud. But those who wore an afro knew it took a lot of effort. Many spent hours carefully styling their hair with special combs to achieve that perfect volume and shape. And while it was time-consuming, for many it was an important ritual and a part of their self-expression. The next hairstyle truly became iconic. Shag. Back in the day, everyone wanted something bold and unconventional. The shag hairstyle was exactly that. Layered and slightly messy, it added a sense of freedom and rebellion to any look. But it truly skyrocketed in popularity when Jane Fonda sported it in the 1971 film Clute. After that, thousands of people across America wanted the same hairstyle, which managed to be both effortlessly casual and stylish at the same time. The shag worked well for both men and women, and you could spot it on rock stars, actors, and young people looking to stand out. Despite its wild popularity in the 70s, the style gradually faded, though its elements still inspire modern hairstyles today. How many people do you think tried to copy that style after the movie's release? Stay tuned. Farrah Fawcett waves. In the 1970s, everyone dreamed of having hair like Farrah Fawcett from Charlie's Angels. Her iconic waves, big, voluminous, and perfectly styled, became the ultimate symbol of the 70s glamour. Girls all over America flocked to salons asking for that signature Farrah look, and stylists often heard one phrase, "Give me Farrah Fawcett hair." These full, bouncy waves looked effortless, yet luxurious, as if they were created without much work. But in reality, achieving that volume and shape required lots of hairspray. It was a must to keep the waves in place all day, even on windy days. How many cans of hairspray were emptied to maintain that beautiful style in those years? And this isn't the only remarkable hairstyle of that era. Mullet. The mullet was at its peak. Short in the front, long in the back, this bold style immediately caught attention and became a true symbol of rebellion. The mullet was loved by musicians like David Bowie, who made the look recognizable worldwide. For many young people of the time, this haircut was a statement of freedom, independence, and the desire to stand out. The mullet combined two worlds, a neat appearance from the front and wild, flowing hair in the back, making it truly unique. But by the 1980s, the mullet was suddenly seen as a fashion disaster, and its popularity plummeted. However, in the 70s, it was a bold challenge to societal norms. The mullet wasn't just a haircut, it was a symbol of rock and roll. And here comes another iconic hairstyle from that era. Feathered hair. In the 1970s, feathered hair was one of the most stylish and popular looks. The light, flowing layers that gently fanned out from the face resembled feathers, hence the name. This hairstyle gave hair a voluminous, airy feel, creating a sense of lightness and movement. But feathered hair wasn't just for women, men, especially athletes and rock stars, also embraced this look, adding a touch of boldness and charisma. Achieving this feathered effect was more challenging than it seemed. It required special brushes and a lot of hairspray or mousse to keep the layers perfectly in place throughout the day. Now, on to the next iconic hairstyle. Straight, long hair. Perfectly straight, long hair became a true symbol of natural beauty. This style was especially popular among young women who wanted to emphasize their simplicity and independence. The hair fell in smooth, shiny strands, no fancy styling, just freedom and ease. This hairstyle gained fame thanks to icons like Joan Baez and Carly Simon, who made long, straight hair their signature look. Many girls of that era tried to replicate this style, even if their hair was naturally wavy or curly. To achieve that sleek smoothness, women often resorted to using clothing irons, risking damage to their hair, but the perfect result made it worth the effort. Straight long hair became a timeless classic of the 70s, but it was just one of the many fashionable looks that defined the decade. Did you know that straightening hair with an iron was actually quite risky? And now, let's explore another trend from that time. Punk mohawk. In the 1970s, as the punk movement gained momentum, the mohawk became a powerful symbol of rebellion and freedom. This hairstyle, shaved sides with a tall, spiked-up strip down the middle, challenged societal norms and left no one indifferent. Wearing a mohawk wasn't just about following a trend, it was a bold statement of independence and defiance. Creating this look wasn't easy. To keep the mohawk standing tall, people used tons of hair gel, and some even resorted to sugar water to make the spikes stay up. It became a ritual before stepping out in public. However, sporting a mohawk didn't just make you stand out. It often invited judgment. Society wasn't always ready to accept such a striking hairstyle, and some people even faced workplace restrictions because of it. Did you know that achieving the perfect mohawk could take up to an hour of styling? Now, let's move on to a hairstyle that became a symbol of pride and African heritage. Cornrows. In the 1970s, the cornrow hairstyle became a symbol of pride in African roots and a celebration of cultural identity. These neat rows of small braids woven tightly against the scalp were not only a fashionable statement, but also a practical, long-lasting style for those looking for durability. One of the first to popularize this look was actress Cicely Tyson. Her braided hairstyle both on screen and in life inspired many. But creating cornrows wasn't easy. The process could take several hours and required significant skill and patience. Still, the end result was worth it. The braids lasted long and made a striking impression that captured attention. This hairstyle transformed the style of an entire decade. Get ready. The next look will surely surprise you. Page boy cut. The page boy cut became a true hit among women who wanted to look stylish yet simple. This haircut featured sleek, straight hair cut evenly at chin length, with softly rounded ends. Inspired by Lindsay Wagner, the star of The Bionic Woman, many women across America began sporting the page boy cut, both for everyday life and formal occasions. The cut wasn't just elegant, but also versatile. It was perfect for business meetings as well as evening events. Models with this hairstyle often appeared in cosmetic and perfume ads, making it even more popular among fashion-forward women of the time. How many women do you think walked into the salons in the 70s asking for Lindsay Wagner's style? We've revisited hairstyles that once defined the fashion of the 1970s and left their mark on the era. Each one, from bold mohawks to elegant page boys, reflected unique spirit of the decade. Which of these hairstyles did you wear?